just figuratively, as in governments are collapsing, order is coming apart, although that is happening too. But the world is literally coming apart, as in, time itself is funny. Like, time becomes stretchy, and it becomes weird. Distances become variable. And even directions, like what might be east one day might not be east the next day, and so on. And my mouse appears to be... man, I tell you, man, these wireless mouses, they get really picky with the batteries. There. Okay, there we go. Like, I don't know, I just take the battery out and I put it back in and I jiggle it, and then then the mouse sensitivity is way too high. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Be right back, folks. Alright, folks, I have returned my mouse sensitivity to the way I like it. I like my mouse to be pretty, is it sensitive or not sensitive when it moves slowly? Because, I mean, there's several reasons. One thing, playing games like this, and Minecraft, and especially StarCraft, you really want to have much more exacting controls, and it's less necessary to sweep all over the screen, even though it's still pretty easy to do that. In my opinion, most people out there that I run into have their mouse sensitivity set up way too high, and like you press on the mouse just a little bit and it goes flying across the screen. And also sometimes, if I'm using Paint, I have to, Harry Muffins. But yeah, sometimes in Paint, I have to, copy and paste things or draw lines or something, design things that need pixel-perfect precision. And if your mouse sensitivity is not very low, if it's too high, then that doesn't happen. This looks pretty. That's like the texture of the ground and like the texture of the trees and the spacing of the trees. That's pretty. It almost makes me not want to build a city on there. Almost. Keyword, almost. Yeah, we're going to urbanize the crap out of this place, I guarantee you. Okay, so, there we go. But yeah, like I was saying, Dark Tower series, recommended. And yeah, the world is literally coming apart. And the Dark Tower in the Dark Tower series is what holds all realities together. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. So, yeah. Okay. I think we're basically done here. I mean, I could add more trees, but why bother? Wild animals, woodland animals, horses. We are going to add some wild animals. Various places here. I don't know if that worked or not. Oh, look, giraffes. I'm not sure if giraffes are the animals you would expect to see in that climate. And those giraffes were, man, they were really leaning forward downhill. I would think that they would fall over from that. Okay, I guess this is like Africa. Then again, the main cities in places like Kenya, and Nairobi at least, is built on a high elevation to, from my understanding, I'm no expert, but from my understanding it's built on a high elevation because of mosquitoes, and mosquitoes are a big problem at the lower elevation, and so living at higher elevations in equatorial regions is actually much healthier. Of course, living in high elevations at the mid-latitudes is freaking cold. Ask anyone who lives in the Poconos. Even though the Poconos aren't that high, they get a pronounced harsher climate than we do down here in, well, not exactly in the valley, but compared to them, it's certainly much lower in elevation. Okay, well, I think it is time to take our friend Byron's advice again and save, and then we are going to begin the process of making our city. And I'm very happy with how that turned out, and so is my chair. Hear that? Yeah, my chair is loud. Okay, so let's get that butthead out there. Okay, I made a deal with myself that I would name my new city after whoever won the StarCraft II World Cup at BlizzCon this year, and the winner just so happens to be my favorite StarCraft player of all time. Made me very happy, Startail Life. So we are going to call this Lifeburg, and the mayor name, we'll call it, actually I think it's with a capital there, or it might not be, but it doesn't matter. In my city, it's going to be that. Yes, you get to be the mayor of a city in SimCity. I mean, forget the $100,000 prize, which that's what you win. Forget the $100,000 prize. Forget the trophy. Forget the fan accolades and the recognition and the prestige of being the best. Nah, your real prize is the city of Lifeburg. Just look at this place. Look at this place. Oh man. So, what are we going to do today? First of all, we're going to play Find the Highway. Oh, there it is. Find the Highway. Sometimes if you're lost in a big city, you might play Find the Highway in real life. So, the highway's down here, and I have to think about how I want to get it up the mountain. That way looks sort of treacherous. Well, I might have a highway continue on the lowlands here. And it's not practical to make the highway first. I'm going to be losing money, but who the hell cares, right? Yeah, screw practicality. Alright, so what we are going to do is go up the mountain in this direction. So, let's, we'll do ground highway for this portion. Let's see. In fact, I can just sort of straight line it over here, can't I? Yeah. And then come on. Don't be a bitch. It's going to be a bitch, isn't it? No, it's not going to be a bitch. Amazing. I could have this be like, have this go under this, but actually, you know what? I had an idea. It's going to require me unbitching this area. But you guys recall the one mod that I have installed, don't you? I do recall it, although I can't find it. Where is my elevation thing? Oh, there it is. That was somewhat embarrassing looking for that. So yeah, there we go. Comes in handy here because it really makes sense given this area's location. And so that way we can have this be a ground highway and have an exit over here. Oh man. Doing things like this is a legacy of Byron. The big D has touched me, and I'm still laying down roads the same way. I don't know. I was trying to make some sort of innuendo. It didn't work. Please forgive me. I'll try harder next time, I promise. He said harder. Yeah, shut up. Okay. So, yeah, and all the money that we are wasting for a city that is not, does not have a thing in it yet. It's kind of funny. I'm running out of money, which I won't do. You know, I'm a good enough SimCity player that I greatly doubt I'll actually run out of money doing this nonsense. But nevertheless, it did remind me of a cheat code from, I believe it was SimCity 3000, which was I am weak. I like that. It's like, it is pretty weak to need a cheat code to give you money in SimCity. So I like the fact that when you use that cheat code, they essentially make you admit it. I like that a lot, actually. Alright, so it is time for us to build a one of these. And I hate that it goes down just a little bit, but whatever. It's alright. This will be our first main exit area up here. And then we'll worry about the rest of this road over here, which is going to be a land hog in this area, but such is the nature of it, you know? Okay. Let's scroll through our intersections. This is one in particular that I want. Okay, let's scroll through the other intersections. Or the other intersections. Custom interchanges. Come on, give me the one I want. Is it here? Do they have it? That's the one I want. But can I? Alright, that's more or less right. Oh, that worked. Wow. Things working. It's amazing. Unfortunately, I don't know if that leaves us enough room for an exit, but we're going to try anyway. So we need an exit down here. And this is a land hog. I mean, look how much room we have taken up doing this. But, okay. We might have officially screwed ourselves on room here. And the thing is, we're not going to be able to have an exit in this region except over here. Which I guess is okay, because we'll have an exit over here and have like non-expressway bridges linking up this area. And I can't imagine there's going to be too much down here anyway. So I think it's actually okay. The only challenge now is to get this highway to come out of this curve and go straight. Which is actually very easy. Go me. And let's see. No. Come on. Rotate for me. Screw it. We will have to do it the old-fashioned way. In fact, I probably want an elevated highway anyway. In this area. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to slap that down there, and we're going to call that good enough for government work, as the cliche goes. And now comes the process of connecting that to that, which is actually going to be the easiest part of this, and look how skinny that is. How skinny. You're a skinny little, you're a petite highway. There we go. Do I have to turn first? I have to turn, elevate, and cross a river. Actually, no. I don't have to elevate. Or I don't have to elevate before the river. I will elevate after the river. And maybe I don't even have enough room for that. Actually, no, what? We're already being a You know what? Screw it. I have an idea. You know what's funny? I'm randomly reminded of everything. You guys who are around my age or older will likely remember Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. There was a game based on that. You know, one of those early educational games called Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego, where she goes back in time to steal artifacts from the past and to alter history or to make money or whatever. And you have to go back in time to get them back. And of course, in doing so, you learn about that time period and that country and that culture and, you know, all that good stuff. And one thing is you went with a guide to all these time periods. And the guides were different based on the theme of the idea, or the theme of the segment. Well, not segment, but like in some cases, you know, the thing that you're going back in time to would be a scientific discovery, or it would be a sort of a artistic discovery. And you know, you have one guide that would go back with you for the scientific things, and one guide for the artistic things, and so on. And I distinctly remember the name of the guide who went with you for scientific things was Ivan Idea. Like Ivan Idea. As in, I have an idea. To completely spell out the joke like a jackass. And for some reason I thought of that. Which is kind of funny because I haven't thought of that game in years. But yeah, that is true. And now I don't know if I want a highway over here. And, you know, this might be industrial. I don't know. The city over here is supposed to be industrial, so maybe it's going to be maybe farms. I don't think pollution carries over from one place to the next. Huh. Yeah, no, we're just going to make it one of these boys. So yeah, we don't have that many exits. There's one over here, one over there, and there's going to be more up there. But that's okay.